kitchen, I'm cooking and mixing and fixing the sauces, and I'll call you back.
Hey guys, thank you for joining me for yet again another video. I'm MrsKnicoleB, and today in this video we will be doing my February planning for my meal calendars in my binder, my budgeting tab, and also my regular calendar for appointments. So if this is something that you're interested in, please keep on watching. Don't forget, if you end up liking the video, to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a new video. So let's dive right in. Okay, so my planner that you've seen in previous videos, this is also my little sticker book that I've gotten from the Happy Planner. I like these. I really like to stick with the black, white, and gold theme. I need to find some more stickers in just those colors, so I can have more stickers, because I used quite a bit of them already, because I had this since last year, but I haven't finished them yet. So we're going to get into the very first tab. And that is going to be my meal planning. This one is for January. And what I did was I just stuck a sticky note. My kids and my husband will give me different ideas of what they would like to eat for the next month, and so I'll write that on a sticky so I can make sure to pencil it in for the next month. This sheet here I got from the Happy Planner, but my next one that I will be using for the upcoming month is one that I created myself. If this is something that you're interested in getting, you can head over to my website. The link is down in the description, and you can instantly download your own template to do your calendar and meal planning. So we're going to get right into it. I have to tilt my pages a little bit, but as you can see, for January I always write the month and the year. So we're going to be in February, and sometimes I like to do the book this way so these rings won't be in my way. 2025. Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to number my calendar. Okay, so we got everything dated for the month of February. I like to go in and add my little stickers to make it look pretty. Okay, that wasn't a lot, but it does make the pages look pretty. And I love the little quotes. The future is looking bright, trust the journey, rise and shine. I love it. And so now with my little sticky I wrote, and if you go back and watch my previous video where I go over my binder setups, I explained my cooking days in there. I only cook three days out of the week, on Sundays, on Tuesdays, and on Thursdays. And I cook enough for 2 nights worth, and Saturday is spent for yourself, basically. And so I will need, for this month, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, so 3, 6, 9, and 12. That's what I thought. So I wrote down 12 items here on my sticky that I can fill these dates of when we're gonna have what. Now I will always cross-reference back with the previous month, because if we just had something the previous week, I don't want to put it on that first week. I'll put it towards the end of the month. And so I'm just going to take time and fill in my meals, in case you're wondering and want to know the meals that I have planned out for February. Hamburgers, which I make homemade hamburger meat. So I take a roast, and I also take, we eat pork, so I take thick cut bacon, and I have an attachment on my KitchenAid that grinds up. So I'll grind up, I'll partially freeze, or I'll take it out the freezer and let it partially thaw, so then it's somewhat frozen when it goes through the grinder, because it's easier to grind that way. So I'll grind up the roast and the bacon and create my own hamburger meat. I'll season it. I'll create them in hamburger patties, and then I will freeze them with parchment paper in between them. So just in case if it's something that I'm cooking that my husband doesn't eat or something like that, I can pull out a hamburger and make individual ones, or I can pull out the whole pack and make it as a complete meal. So I have hamburgers on here, which will be hamburgers and fries. I have pork steaks with salad. My daughter actually requested that. I have chicken fajitas. My husband requested me to, he goes hunting, and so we have some rabbit in the freezer. He would like some rabbit with gravy, rice with mixed vegetables, and cornbread. We have homemade pizza on the list, cheesy chicken and broccoli and rice, and that's actually a carryover from the previous month. I actually did not make it on the 26th. I made since I grounded up the ground beef with I actually, instead of using bacon this time, as I stated, my husband goes hunting. He had some wild hog, so we got what is that called, the pork belly. So I sliced that up and had the roast, and I grinded that up. So since I did a big batch of it, because when I do it, I like to do a big batch, I did a big batch of it. I went ahead and made it for that Sunday. So on my menu planning for this month, it'll be towards the end of the month, since we just had it, which was this week on Sunday, the beginning of the week, we just had that. So then the cheesy, and that's what led me to say the cheesy chicken, broccoli, and rice, I didn't cook that day, so that's a carryover. Tacos, I did not make that this week, so that's a carryover. Fried pork chops, I did not make that. I did a grilled chicken salad instead because the kids requested it, so I substituted it, so that's a carryover. And that was all of the carryover. So items that I say all that to say items that I cross off on my list, it just doesn't go by the wayside. I'll take it. That's why I don't take the white out to remove it. I'll just put a line through it, so I know I didn't cook it this month, so then I'll make sure to incorporate it on the menu for next month. So I will go ahead and start filling these in, and then we'll be back. And I just thought about it. On Sunday the 2nd, I'll actually just be getting back into town, so I will not be cooking on this day. So I do make adjustments depending on if we're out of town or something like that. We're going out to eat because we're celebrating a celebration, whether it's a birthday or whatever. And so instead of cooking what I was gonna cook on Sunday, I'm actually going to cook it on Monday. I changed that. And I know I'm so indecisive about what I'm making for this day. So it's been taking me a minute. I'm actually since I am going out of town, and I'll be back on Sunday, but I don't want to cook, so that's why I said about making it on Monday, because I won't get back until later on in the evening Sunday. I have pre-made meals as well in the freezer that I do, and so what I am going to do is I have some beef stew already prepared in the freezer, so I will pull that out and make some rice and stuff with it, but I'll do that Sunday so I can stay on my scheduled days, because that's real simple for me to just make a side dish with it because I already have it prepared, which to me that's just thanking my previous self efforts of pre-cooking food. So yes, I am going to put it for Sunday since it's already done in the freezer. Okay, we have all of our meals planned for the month of February. So we have beef stew, catfish with spaghetti, tacos, homemade pizza, and I normally like to do that on a Sunday because I make the dough ahead of time. And put it in the freezer and make our sausage. So the components that we need, I'll make it, put it in the freezer, so we literally just have to roll the dough out and make our pizza. So homemade pizza, pork steaks with salad, lasagna with garlic bread, rabbit with gravy, rice, mixed veggies and cornbread, chicken fajitas, cheesy chicken and broccoli and rice, and actually I like to put a star by any new ones that I have not cooked yet, and this is the only one for the month that I have never made before, but I brought all the components to make that because that sounded good. And I got that from Becky at Acre Homestead, this recipe here from her website, so I would like to try that, so I'll be trying that on this day. Fried pork chops with rice, sweet peas, hamburgers with fries, and then chicken tenders with fries. I don't like to put two fried meals together, but yeah, I put those towards the end of the month because like I said, we just had hamburgers, so I didn't want to do it again. So that is all of our meals for the month of February. All right, so now moving on to our budgets. This is January's, and we need to now work on February's. Same thing with this template. This is the template that I created. I like the lines because I'll be able to put the bills that's due on specific lines instead of just writing them how I did for the meal. The meal menu, to me, and this is just my opinion, to me it is fine. I'm fine with just writing it, and I don't need, oh, we didn't even do our date here. I am fine with just putting it on the calendar with no lines because it's just a meal that's going. I don't plan out breakfast or lunch. I just plan out dinners. As far as breakfast is concerned, I make pre-made breakfasts. So my daughter likes to make the pancakes, so she'll make pancakes or waffles, and we'll put them in the freezer, and so they can pull it out and make it as they wish. I make sausage biscuits, also sausage croissants, and I put those in the freezer, so I'll have like a Saturday or Sunday and just do a batch cooking day for breakfast items and put them in the freezer, as well as like burritos, sausage egg or sausage egg and cheese burritos in the freezer. So those are some of the breakfast items that I'll cook. So I don't need to plan out breakfast because they can grab and go, especially with going to school and stuff like that. They don't have to just sit down at the table to eat something. They can grab it and go out the door with it. So that's what they tend to do for breakfast items. And for lunch, of course, they're in school, or I'll buy Sam's from some of my Sam's order. I will get like the little fruit cups and different things like that that they can take with them as snacks during sports and stuff like that, or if they don't want to eat the lunch at school. So really the only thing I need to focus on is dinner. And so this stops me from ordering out, from taking takeout, because I am cooking every single, well, having home cooked meals every single day except for Saturday. And on Saturdays it's fend for yourself, but on those days they can grab something of the pre-made foods that's already in the freezer. So it stops us from eating out so much by pre-planning my meals. And then I already know when I go to the grocery store for the month, I have my meals, I know what I need to get. But some of the, so like towards the end of the month, I have fries. When I do my grocery shopping, I will not get potatoes because that's towards the end of the month and I don't want them to go bad and start sprouting. So those are the things that I said where I get on a weekly basis. I will grab whatever I need with the perishable items. So when I go grocery shopping, I'll make sure to get any meats that I might not have in the freezer to make sure all my meals for the month, rice, spaghetti noodles, spaghetti sauce, catfish, I can go ahead and pick up if I don't have any in the freezer. But like for tacos, the lettuce and the tomatoes, things like that, I will get the week of. I will get those items. The stuff that I can pre-buy, I'll go ahead and pre-buy and have it. Hope that makes sense. But yes, okay, so let's go on back. And I said all that to say about the lined items. This is the spread that I like for budgeting. This one is for the new month, and it's for February 2025. And again, you can find this template linked below. My website is linked below where you can purchase it. It's a downloadable version. This is, I can't remember, this is a 9.25 by 7 sheet. So if I'm correct me if I'm wrong down below, but I think this is called the classic size for the Happy Planner. But if you have this size, or you have the, is it a A6 or A4 size, or 8.5 by 11 big planner, you can take my template and print it out in whatever size that you need, because all you have to do is when you go to print the PDF is change your paper size and it will fill to the whole page. But yes, I am going to go ahead and fill the very first thing like we did with the other one. I'm going to fill the date and fill the month, the year, and all the dates in, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have all the dates filled in, and so now what I need to do is put the items that I need to pay. And so you can do it one or two ways. I can pull this and put it on there, or in my template of the budget, I have in here what's called a bill tracker. And the bill tracker lists down what bills are due and the amounts that they're due. So then you can easily put it on the sheet. What I like to do, I will take my January out, because I love the way you can just take the sheets out, and I'll go into my February. I'll lay this here and I'll go into February and fill the items in. So I'm going to fill all the bills that I need to pay for this month in, and I'll fast forward through this part and I'll be back. Alrighty, so I filled in all the bills. Some of the like credit cards, stuff like that, are left blank, or the variable accounts, because I'm not sure what that bill will be just yet. Normally I get an email from it, so I'll look through my email and see what the bill for the upcoming month is going to be, and then I will fill that in on my bill calendar. But I took this and was going back because if you remember from my previous videos, when we were going over the tracker for the week, I came in under on some bills, and so with that in mind, I needed to change a couple of my bills that I saw were actually lower now. And so that's why I was flicking through that to make sure that I accounted for the lower amount, or in some cases if it was a higher amount, I needed to account for that as well, which I don't think, only a yearly bill was higher. Yup, and one of the bills was higher that I put. Two of the bills were higher, and then about two of them were lower. So I made that adjustment accordingly. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to look through my yearly membership and subscriptions, and I do this because something might not be due, and I want to look on here because some things come out quarterly. So I'll give you, and for instance, some insurance that we have, it comes out quarterly, so it comes out 4 times a year. So I know it came out in January, it's not going to come out again for a couple of months, so I know that. But I look at the due dates, and the ones that just have single due dates, I already have all of these on my spreadsheet, so I'm good to go. I'm just looking for anything that comes out you know, quarterly or yearly, which would be here or in my membership and subscriptions. And so these come out per month, but these, if you noticed here on the date section, I put the month and the day that it will come out because it's yearly. So this just came out January, so we're fine. But my Amazon Prime is going to come out on the 18th of February, and this one, my Sam's Club membership, will not renew until June. So I need to make sure to put Amazon Prime on there for the 18th. So we'll go back and we will put for the 18th. Okay, so I added that in. So now all my dates are filled in. I like to do this first before I start putting my stickers on this page. I don't know why the other one I like to put my stickers first, and then it doesn't matter the order, but I like to fill it all in and then make it look pretty. So now I'll fast forward while I just place my stickers all around. Alrighty, so these are the ones that I'm gonna add for my budget calendar for February. So we are good to go. But now with me doing my first items, I need to make sure to account for this. Well, some of the things I would say I need to make sure to account for it in my week 5 of January, because in this week, Saturday falls within this week. So I will let you know the things that I'm going to add. So of course rents have the 1st through the 5th, so I can pay those the first week in February. But the items that actually are ACH that comes out on the 1st, the auto insurance and stuff, I'm going to take this. Take this off. I'm going to take those and I'm going to add it to my tracker for week 5 so I can account for it and make sure everything is set in the bank for it. Okay. So I went in and added just the items that are on ACH or the items that I have to pay on the 1st. Other than that, the rest of them will be accounted for in my, the rest of the items will be accounted for in my month 2 week 1 budget, which we have here. So I would account for them there. And we're gonna go ahead and fill in, because next week is week 1. We're gonna go ahead and fill this one out. Alrighty. So I have some of the stuff filled in for the 1st week of February. I will go back again. I get emails with the amounts, or I'll log in online and see what the amounts are for the ones who are left blank. I will go in and fill those in. But for the most part, that is the planning for my budget calendar for February. Wonderful. Now we are gonna go into February. Oh, I forgot. I already pre-filled. I think I did the whole year last year, since I had the dates already, that I filled in everything, if I'm correct. Yep, I went in. So that's one thing we don't have to do, is do our regular calendar, because I went in and filled this in when I did my planning, my planner, and brought the new sheets. So and then I see my kids' school stuff is already in there, and normally I didn't know if I did it or not, but normally when I get new inserts, so around fall, I'll order the new inserts for the next upcoming year, and when they start school, they get a list of school dates that they'll be out. I'll pre-fill it in my calendar already, so I'll be ahead of the game. I know when they don't have school, when I have to do things with my other businesses, my daycare center, when they have stuff going on. And so with that being said, I pre-filled everything already, so I'm actually good to go on the calendar. February's is already filled in with birth dates and important dates that I need to know. It's already in here. So only thing that I need to do for February is add my stickers. So let's go ahead and add the stickers, and I'll fast forward until I get them all put in. Now I will say one thing I do like to keep in is a note section, simply because I like to start planning stuff for the next month. So like in my January's, I left this section open to actually write stuff down, because 2025, a goal of mine was to be a month ahead on making different items and doing stuff. And so this stuff was for February that I was getting done in January. And so in February, in my notes section, I will start getting stuff done and completed for March. So I like to put a note section inside of my planners on the calendar view. Okay, I think that's everything that I'm going to add for my February calendar view. I don't put a whole lot of stickers. I still like it to look clean and aesthetically pleasing, but I do like the little quotes and stuff on there. So that is done, and that is everything that we did. We did our calendar, we did our budget, and we did our menu planning for February. So that is everything that I do towards I normally will do it the middle of the month for the next upcoming month. The only reason I'm doing it the end of the month so late is because I wanted to film it for you all. Not sure if I'm gonna keep doing monthly planning. I just did want to get at least it out to show you how I plan for the month, the upcoming month, because it's gonna be really just repeating the exact same thing we just did every single month, and I don't want to put that on there, the exact same thing. If that's something that you want to see, comment below and let me know, but otherwise I'm just going to leave it at that, where I show you how I plan for the month, so you'll know how I plan for the upcoming month. But other than that, that is it. If you stuck around this long, thank you. I appreciate you for watching my whole video. I thank you for keep coming back to watch my content. Don't forget, if you like this video, to give me a thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Running around in the city, I run it, I like it, I'm busy, so I'll call you back.